Ready. Drill 52. Hut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Opposite. Green.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ready.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 39-yard line.
Ready.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Red, yellow. Shoot, yellow. Blaster, 6. Ready, ready.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the RiverHogs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. First down, Houston. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
When you look at this defense,
they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
now a 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Walker.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that's just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Check right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go now.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Blue, go. Smash, red, stick, mega.
And they just get the play off. Now Young.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Claws red. Set cut.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
That is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cut.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Black open. Blue strike. Cut, cut.
Young now.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. On play action, Young. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Hut, hut.
A give running right is counter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
43 rail. Green jack. Light blue. Black chop. Drill green. Rail. Yellow. Ready.
Now here's Young.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Here we go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Blaster. Stay. Ready.
Young working out of the gun.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Well, the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are a first or second seed come playoff time.
Calling no gain there. They've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Red. 6. Madden. 7.
To throw, Young. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Out right to Smith and Jigba.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards for number 11. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Walker now on first and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now back to throw.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant as the first half is winding down.
And the Oilers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Claws red. 52 black. Red. Cycle. Black ultra. High.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Down the sideline he goes.
And finally taken down at the 34.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Running right, here's Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Myers' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
5-6. Hut.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go
So
now.
their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hut, hut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Young going to move them around.
Blue strike. Green jack. Slide blue. Set.
Young to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, red. Grill green. Red, yellow. Ready?
Young on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the RiverHogs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Oilers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
10 cycles. Trouble 38. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
Young on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Come on.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Young. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Smash, red. Hut.
It'll be Young again. Touchdown! A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the RiverHogs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 6 now.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
35, RiverHogs 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready,
Here's
ready.
1st and 10.
6, mega. 7.
Here's Young.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
This is 1st and 10.
Blue. Ready?
Young to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Claws red. Red, cycle. Ready?
Young.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Let's go.
10 seconds to go.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, Young. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides